Have you ever wondered what happened to those fun spinning toys pretty much every kid had? Well, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you the rise and the fall of fidget spinners. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, if you do, like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Let's go back to 2017, where Scott McCoskey invented the fidget spinners to help with, well, fidgeting. Also, in 2017, Scott did an interview on these new toys he invented. The people who watched this interview in the comments were crazy about it and already wanted to buy these things because it looked super fun. The first ever fidget spinner that came to the market was called the Torque Bar, which was sold for $100 to $500. Unfortunately, side businesses started making cheaper knockoff versions of these, which were not made of the steel metal that the Torque Bars were. The reason the knockoff versions became much more popular was because of the price. They ranged from $3 to $25, unlike the Torque Bar. When I got my first fidget spinner, I did have a Torque Bar. But unfortunately, when I went to the store one day, I saw some of the cool, cheaper knockoff versions, but they had all these cool designs on them, so I was tempted to get the knockoff version. The reason everybody bought the Torque Bars, even though it was super expensive, was because they heard it helps with fidgeting and ADHD. Something interesting is that the Torque Bar company didn't actually create the name fidget spinner. It was actually the side companies who copied off of it. The word fidget spinner would change the world forever. Well, not forever, exactly. Fidgeting is part of everybody's DNA, so getting your hands on one of these would really help you. You probably hear this thinking to yourself, wow, fidget spinners are really popular. Well, where is the downfall of them? Well, I'm going to get to that in a second, but for right now, I'm going to tell you the start of the downfall. In 2017, also, a study came out where they tested to see if fidget spinners actually helped you. And shockingly, the results came back negative. They really didn't have enough proof to say that the fidget spinners could help you with fidgeting. And the world was shocked about this. And since they really didn't help, it was more of a distraction. They first allowed these at school, but immediately took them away because they learned that they were a distraction, not something to help them focus. Another reason why some teachers and other people say that fidget spinners were banned from school is because apparently people were hitting people with the fidget spinners. I didn't really understand this at first, but, I mean, some weird stuff happens at school. Not only were people using these, they were also posting about them on all social media sites, such as YouTube, where people like Mr. B did spinning fidget spinner for 24-hour challenge. And since these fidget spinners were big at the time, this really helped YouTubers gain popularity. People also started keeping collections of fidget spinners. Now, the sad thing was, most of the time, people didn't even have passions for fidget spinners. They just saw that they were blowing up on social medias, so they decided to try it out themselves, and got, most of the time, a ton of views and more subscribers. When I was in 2nd grade, pretty much everybody had one of these. Also, in 3rd grade, majority of people did, but then, all of a sudden, everybody just got rid of them in 4th and 5th grade. So, what exactly happened? With all this excitement around fidget spinners, how did they disappear in less than a year? Well, here is the downfall of fidget spinners. One of the main reasons that kids stopped using these was because simply they couldn't take them to school because they've been banned for making the kids not focus in class. Because, let's be real, it's a lot more fun to show your friends things than just show yourself things. Because fidget spinners were pretty much just moved away from kids because nobody was really paying attention to them, YouTubers stopped posting about them, which meant they don't get as many views and don't gain subscribers, and they stopped completely posting about them. A good example of this is, say you're on TV and you see a commercial for a restaurant you like. If you see that commercial pretty much every day whenever you're watching TV, but you see another commercial once every week, you're most likely to be thinking about the restaurant you saw every day than the one you saw every week. That's a perfect example of how fidget spinners worked. People stopped uploading about fidget spinners, so nobody really thought about them anymore. Another reason why kids and adults grew out of these spinners is because if you spin them a couple times, it immediately gets boring. And at the same time, if you get new fidget spinners, they pretty much do the same thing, so what's the point of having them? If you go into like a gas station or some types of store, you're most likely going to see a fidget spinner for around $10, which are usually huge ripoffs. There are a lot more expensive scams that a lot of people fall for, like this one fidget spinner, which is apparently made of complete 24 karat gold, which is not true. Please do not buy that. And it's like very expensive, like $300 to $500. And the worst part is that fidget spinners are mostly used by kids. So if your parents spent all this money for a very rare, expensive fidget spinner, which really isn't rare, then they're wasting like $500. There's seriously just no point of having these anymore. Wait, hold up, I'm getting some recognition. So it turns out I was looking at some wrong information. The fidget spinner I was just talking about, the golden one, is actually $17,000. Yes, you heard me, $17K. It's very expensive, and it does the same exact thing as the $10 one at like the gas station. So, in other words, you could buy a car or you could buy a fidget spinner. Which one would you rather have? Tell me in the comments below. Anyway, I think that's where I'm going to wrap up the video. I hope this video taught you the rise and the downfall of fidget spinners. If you found this video helpful, comment down below. I would really appreciate it. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.